Salutation that is appropriate for you once you've got clearance from your doctor at about 6 to 8 weeks. So this Sun Salutation is designed for women who may have abdominal separation or are just feeling a little tender. This Sun Salutation is all about realigning your body, your hips and your spine, bringing everything back together, unlike in pregnancy yoga where we're focusing on opening, making space for baby. So once you're ready and hopefully baby's asleep and they're fed and they're happy, if they are with you, that's fine as well. They can lie down beside your mat with you. Otherwise, they can stay fast asleep. So we're going to turn to one side. Mat is nice and long. I'm going to walk back until we're about 3/4 of the way back from the front of the mat. Feet are about 1/5 distance apart. All 10 toes are pointing forward. So let's just start by realigning the spine. So have soft bend through the knees. And let's just lengthen the tail down towards the heels, creating length through the lower back. And drawing the lower abdominals in, arms are relaxed down by your side. So you've probably noticed yourself with your new baby that you're spending a lot of time in a hunched position, gazing down at your beautiful new baby. So in Postnatal Yoga, we're focusing on opening up through the chest and the shoulders, lengthening the hamstrings and the hip flexors to alleviate any back pain. So just take a moment to become aware of your breath. You've probably just spent the last few minutes trying to get baby to sleep. So let's just take a moment to let that go and mentally arrive on your mat. Feeling your feet anchored down into the earth, the crown of your head lifting up towards the ceiling, creating length. Once you're ready, interlace the fingers, press your palms towards the floor. As you inhale, float your arms up overhead, taking a big stretch. As you exhale, bending up and over to your right side, lengthening the left side body. Inhale, come through the center. Exhale, bending up and over to the left, lengthening the right side body. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, soften your knees, tuck your tail, rounding your back, stretching through the upper back. Inhale, float the arms up overhead, taking another big stretch. Exhale, release your arms behind your back, interlock the fingers, roll the shoulders. Inhale, opening the chest and shoulders with a soft bend through the knees. Exhale, fold forward, lengthening the crown of the head toward the floor. Inhale, lift up halfway, releasing the hands to the legs. Exhale, soften the knees, bringing the hands down onto the mat. Once the knees touch the floor, walk the hands forward, coming onto all fours. So just make sure the fingers are spread wide apart so you have good foundation through the hands, that the shoulders are over the wrists, the knees are below the hips. Inhale, lengthen the tail towards the wall behind, opening through the chest. Exhale, tuck your tail, rounding up through your spine, looking back towards your knees. Inhale, finding halfway your neutral spine. Exhale, soften your elbows, keeping them in close to the body as you lower down. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, curl your toes, lift your knees as you lift your pelvic floor, and lengthen the hips to the sky. Eye gaze is back towards the knees so the neck is long. You may have the knees bent if you're feeling a little tight through your hammies, just so you can get that nice long line from your fingertips to your sit bones. So what we want to avoid is collapsing into the shoulders and creating more tension in the shoulders. So to avoid that, just bend the knees. That'll free up your hamstrings and give you that opportunity to find that nice long line and that space. Otherwise, if you're already quite flexible, you can lengthen the heels towards the mat. Inhale, coming to all fours. Exhale, walking your hands back towards your toes. Inhale, float the knees off the floor. And exhale, fold forward, keeping the knees soft. Inhale, reaching the arms back behind you, opening through the head and the chest. Exhale, fold, enjoying that forward bend. Inhale, coming all the way out, reaching the arms overhead, lengthening the fingers to the sky. Exhale, tuck your tail, rounding your spine. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, going up and over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, releasing your arms down by your side. So you can practice a few more rounds of that depending on how you're feeling and if Bubba needs you or not. If you have some more time, I highly recommend just taking a few moments for Shavasana or a little rest just to calm your nervous system. If you still have time and you'd like a little bit more, then I recommend going to the Postnatal Sun Salute 2. But for those of you that are ready for a little nap, we're going to just be aware of pelvic alignment. So we're just going to bend the knees and come down onto all fours. And then from here, keeping the knees touching, let's roll over to the side. And then from here, using this hand for support. So if you do have any abdominal separation, it's very important that you don't come down in this way. So I recommend instead going onto your side and rolling down. And then from here, just rolling over onto your back. Just to ease the lower back, it's best to have the knees bent with the feet wide so they can rest upon one another. You may have a cushion under your head, and if you have an eye pillow, even better, just to enhance your relaxation experience. And then relaxing your arms down by your sides. And once you're here, just take a few deeper than normal breaths. Sighing the breath away, sighing away all your worries, all your cares. Spending as long here as you like, as long as you can. And when you're ready, just wriggle the feet back towards one another, lengthen the legs away from one another. Stretch the arms overhead, take a big stretch, have a big yawn. From here, bending the knees, making sure to come up that you roll over to your side if you have abdominal separation. Using that top hand, lifting yourself all the way up to sitting. So hopefully you're feeling a little more energized, a little less niggly. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you for Postnatal Yoga Sun Salute 2. Thank you.